Preached from the vlog here, Tuesday, formerly Wednesday, and Preached from the vlog is currently baking. So in Russia, certain ingredients cost a lot less than the US, so I've been making these like oatmeal banana cookies, which are just oats and bananas and like spice, and that's what I'm making right now. This past week, I discovered the market, which is awesome, with my friend Natalia, who is very close to it. So she, I, and Jen all went there. It's on Fenya Plashet. Plashet is like a square. And it's super busy on the weekend. Like, it's a Russian experience. You're like packed in with all these babushkas and I forget the word for grandfather. To practice your Russian, they sell spices and kiwis. I got a kilogram of kiwis, which is like 10 kiwis for 30 rubles, about $1. 10 kiwis for $1, not bad. I got like grapes, I got spices, I'm pretty much set. My roommate showed me how to make this really cool tea. It's mint with ginger and lime, so I got stuff for that as well. And then after, we went back to Natalia's and had like tea and cookies and stuff and just chatted with her. And also she's married to her husband as well. He's pretty cool. He's Canadian and Finnish. Quite a combo. And on Sunday, the Olympic torch passed through St. Petersburg, which is awesome. I stood on one of the bridges for a long time and it was really cold, but eventually it came around and I got to see it, and I ran, like, the torch is in the street, and ran on the sidewalk along with it from the bridge to my side of town, which basically is like a mile. And they gave out these really cool little flags from Coca-Cola and like little pom-poms. Sochi 2014. I met up with Anna Rita on the route and we saw it pass a second time. And then Sunday night, some of my friends here in the dorm invited me, Paulina and Sasha and them invited me to play poker. Success! Delicious. In my classes, our papers aren't actually due until after the semester's over, but that's when I'm going to start traveling, so I really want to finish them before that. So I've started one actually, and I'm going to work on it tomorrow and on my days off. Starting on the terrorism one, for that class, I'm going to do my paper, I think, on, it's called the Left Front. It's the socialist-minded leftist groups in Russia. We're on the extreme spectrum because the class is nationalism, extremism, and terrorism. For my art class, I think I'll probably do it on some aspect of Art Nouveau in Russia, which is a pretty big topic. And then for literature, I've got no fucking clue. So after literature class, each week we basically have like therapy session where we all just chit chat together because we collectively don't like that class. Because the professor, the literature's fine. So after, I'll talk to each other in the hall, and then some of us will decide to go out and do something. So this past week, actually most of us, 6 from the class, decided that we were hungry, so we went out and we got food together. Georgian food, which is quite popular here. I got khachapuri, like bread, and you can get it with like cheese or potatoes. And it's quite cheap. We like shared them, but they're really big. And then after, it was like, let's go to a bar. I'm feeling a bar. So after like having a relaxed dinner for like 2 hours, we went out to the bar that the energy politics guys always go to, the Enerpro program. It's called Contact Bar, and we met up with them. You can get 3.5 liters of beer to share in like your own table dispenser. So we got that, and we shared like 2 of them at our table. And then after, just came back home. But that was our fun Friday night. I like how everybody in our program kind of hangs out together. Here's a fun story. So I was at a punk concert, and Russian punks are like intense. This place is kind of in a basement. There's like different like rooms. It's cool. It's pretty chill. It's actually, I found out in one of the guidebooks, and there was maybe 25, 30 people in the actual part where they're having a concert. It's a little venue, and even so, there was like maybe 10 people in the mosh pit, but they started a mosh pit, and people were crowd surfing with 10 people. But what I have to say is that I never would even think of crowd surfing at indie bands because I don't know, people are just like tend to be tinier and they don't do a good job. They usually tend to drop people. But these like Russian punks were intense and they were making like holding their own, keeping track of their comrades in moshing and crowd surfing. So I stand to the side and this one guy came over and put his drink by me and I think he asked if I could like watch it or something. I'm not entirely sure. He was very drunk. Then he went and moshed and he ended up cutting himself and he was like showing it off to me like, ah, something in Russian. Please get your possibly HIV blood away from me. What do you expect me to do? Sir, you need a band-aid. I don't know how to say that in Russian. So he wipes it on his Soviet chic sweater. Like, great. And then continues dancing. And he keeps like, I don't know. I think he was trying to impress me. I think that's what the point was. So I was just like, okay, enough, sir. You're not moshing anymore. You're falling over because you're too drunk. That's what happened. That's not moshing. It's not moshing. Russia's cool, both physically and in a it's interesting kind of way. Yeah. Okay, bye.